Hillary Clinton asking donors for an extra push as Donald Trump shows really strong closing the gap on fundraising. In fact, take a look at this. In July, Trump raised $80 million, Hillary $90 million. The former RNC financial co-chair, Mica Mosbacher, on this race for campaign cash. You were the most confident person I spoke to in the last 2 months with respect to Donald Trump fundraising. Everyone was saying, hey, he's not raising enough, he's not reaching out. You said he was doing great. You knew this was happening.
Well, I did, and I'll tell you why. We've been quietly working hard behind the scenes. We wanted this to be a little bit of an August surprise for Hillary Clinton. So let's forget the polls for a moment and look at the mother's milk of politics. That's an indicator of whether a candidate is really on track. And in this case, we had the majority of donations coming from small donors, $60 and below. So that tells me he's growing his grassroots base. In addition, look at his rallies, 15,000 to 20,000 attending. Hillary people, you could put them in a coat closet. So we feel like we're on track. And after yesterday's fabulous economic speech, I'm hearing from a key voting bloc, and that's middle class, educated women who are so excited about this child care deduction. Now, I was a single mom for 10 years, and I can tell you that in the summer months, sometimes my child care bills were up to $1,000. Under the Trump plan, a family or a parent would be able to deduct $12,000, depending on the state, for child care costs. Now, that has to do with the entity, such as a child care facility, or an individual such as a nanny. It doesn't have to do with groceries or that type of thing. But you know, U.S. News called the middle class the new poor, which gives us some pause. Trump said today that they're really the forgotten class. And if you look at what is being defined by the Heritage Foundation as middle class income, it's as little as $756 a week. $38,000 to maybe $110,000 a year. How do young families make it? I don't know. They have college debt, Obamacare. It takes two to support their children.
On that topic, Hillary Clinton has hit this really hard already. She's been on this, and some are saying maybe it should have been a credit rather than a deduction. They're going to, you know, a lot of folks are going to say this again. You used the word nannies, I think, or something like that. This will help the folks with au pairs, which is fine and dandy. That's the Donald Trump crowd, but it won't help lower income working class women, and those are the ones who even need help even more.
There's a provision in the plan for lower income working class families as well. They would be able to have a payroll deduction and see that in their paycheck. That would be reflected, that savings. And I think it's, if I remember correctly, 50% of their payroll taxes would be deducted. Okay,
so we'll can see, as Donald Trump promised yesterday several times that there would be more updates and to fine tune it, sharpen the pencil, whatever you want to say. But back to the fundraising aspect. So you think yesterday sort of will reignite or sort of pick up on the momentum, because clearly Donald Trump has fundraising momentum right now.
That Trump train has taken off, and there's over 25 fundraisers planned throughout the country for this month alone. It's a robust schedule. You would be surprised at the new donors that are coming on board, in addition to the old tried and true relics like myself. This is my 7th campaign, and I don't think at this point that we're really that concerned. If it was October, I'd be worried. But the money's going to continue to flow, and so will the ground game. It'll be built out after this.
And spending that money, because Hillary Clinton's spending money like crazy. I think I read where she spent $13 million on the Olympics. Donald Trump has spent $0 on the Olympics. And of course, he didn't have to worry about it in the primaries. He got so much what they call earned television coverage. But now it's sort of whatever they show from him, they've got to show for Hillary. He's not going to have that distinct advantage.
No, but, you know, burn rate is important, and this campaign is a lot leaner and meaner than Hillary. It's a lot more efficient. Donald's a businessman, not a politician. I think, you know, you will start seeing attack ads coming out. I believe we had scheduled one in September, and we will slowly roll those out. We're just not showing our whole hand to the media at this point.
Well, can you show me the box? I mean, did you bring the box? The box is beautiful, by the way.
Yes, well, for those viewers who missed Charles's clip yesterday, he went sliding down a water slide, fully clothed, including his tie. So I have brought him some water accessories, rubber duckies. And this dapper one reminds me of you, Charles.
Well, thank you very much. Oh, boy.
I'm told the Queen has one of these with
Really?
a crown on by her bathtub, so you're in royalties.
Well, thank you very much. No wonder you're the fundraiser extraordinaire. Look at that. Very thoughtful of you. Really. Thanks a lot, Mica. Appreciate it. We'll see you again real soon. Hillary Clinton might have gotten a boost in the polls, but that doesn't mean she's winning Bernie's backers or President Obama's donors. We're going to explain to you why next.